Well, I'm down here in my man cave today in the workshop, and I've got my old reliable Stihl 038 farm boss, and hopefully the video quality is a little better. I'm still seeing some lines going across with these LEDs that I've got here. Had a viewer suggest that I set my refresh rate to 60, which I did. I'm not sure that's helping, but in any event, we'll proceed. Now, I would prefer to be outside. Doing a video, but we've got snow, and I'm hunkered down, staying warm with the wood stove. This is an Englander 30 wood stove that I've had for years. That cackling noise is a cat toy. I've got a cat down here hanging with me, and she's playing. But I burned a lot of wood in this Englander wood stove. Kind of getting down to the coals on this burn. I'll let it burn down some and then add another stick of firewood to it. So when I was growing up, my dad had a Homelite Super XL. It was red. He bought it brand new. Had a 20-inch bar. I remember when he bought that thing and brought it home, and we just thought that was the best chainsaw ever. I had a friend that his dad had a McCulloch 1010, and we thought that was a great saw too. I especially liked the McCulloch chainsaw. Nothing against the Homelites, but I don't know, there was just something about a McCulloch chainsaw. Maybe it was the bling of the yellow paint, but I just liked the McCulloch 1010. And so my dad and my buddy's dad, the only saw that they had was a Homelite or a McCulloch chainsaw. Later on, my dad got a Stihl 180, but by then he was advanced in years and just needed something a little lighter weight. He wasn't running two saws, he was running one, and that was that Stihl 180. And so both of those men got along their whole lives with essentially, as far as cutting firewood, with one chainsaw. So I had a McCulloch 1010, I'm sorry, I had a McCulloch 650 chainsaw that I had an uncle that he gave it to me. Not unlike this one right here, except it was assembled, and it smoked like a freight train. The dealer put a new cylinder in it. When I look back in hindsight, it was probably leaking oil from the oil reservoir into, I believe they'll leak into the crankcase, and that it just needed to be tore down and that repaired. But you know, we have so much more information on chainsaws today with the internet and YouTube, and so anyway, that saw was good for when I had it, but I got rid of it. And so I bought this Stihl Farm Boss 038 AVS. I believe the S means it's a super, and it's just been like a great chainsaw. In fact, I tell people, you know, friends of mine, I'll say, put your hand on that saw, and when they do, I say, you just touched the greatest chainsaw that was ever made, ever. And I run it with a 16-inch bar. I have another video that talks about what I think is the best bar length for a chainsaw. Firewood, cut an enormous amount of firewood with this chainsaw, and just been reliable as the day's long. And so this was my only chainsaw for a long time. And then I added, I believe it was a Stihl 210, and then As I got older and my income situation was better, I added a lot of saws to the collection just because. And so you see McCulloch's over there, and down here on the floor I've got some chainsaws scattered around. But the question remains, how many chainsaws does one man or woman need? And based on my early years experience and my dad's experience and my buddy's experience with his McCulloch 1010, even though seems like we buy everything, money flows, it seems like these days, and we have a lot of everything. I think if you buy a quality chainsaw, you can get away with one literally your entire life as far as cutting firewood. So that's my conclusion. One chainsaw should suffice for a man cutting firewood, cleaning up brush and things like that, storm damage, for as long as they're able to cut wood. And I get it, when you get older, like I am, you might want to graduate to a lighter weight chainsaw. But I have so many chainsaws around here. This is just a hobby of mine. And but if I never bought another chainsaw other than this Stihl 038, I would not be unhappy. One chainsaw for a lifetime. I think that would work out just fine. I'll talk to you later.